Hey guys, Vito with the Sprinter Armor, and today we're going to talk about the most common failure points in a Sprinter van equipped with a V6 OM642 engine. And as you may see, we have the Resonator and the Resonator delete kit behind me, and we'll start talking about the Resonator. And I'll give you 5 reasons why you should get rid of this plastic junk and get this beautiful aluminum pipe. Let's start. So we'll start with just brief explanation of how all that system works, and we'll start with explaining the PCV valve. This is this guy. This is the it's called the PCV valve, and the main purpose of this valve is to filtrate oil from the crank gases. During the work of the engine, any engine, doesn't matter diesel or gas, will have excessive air that didn't burn and turn in the exhaust. Some of the exhaust goes out through the pipe. The rest of the air goes back to the intake, and that's called the crank gases. And the Sprinter van in particular is located behind the right side head, and it filtrates the crank gases, separates oil, sends oil back to the crank, and that gases turns back to the intake. Then those gases travel through the turbocharger, through my favorite Resonator, goes back to the intake. And as the system is not developed properly, to my humble opinion, and the valve itself is pretty small, and with not so many people are changing those valves on time, and the membrane inside doesn't filtrate properly all those gases. So some amount of oil travels through the intake system always in any V6 642 engine and any Sprinter van. That means that having this guy here, the Resonator, equipped with the rubber seals like this, the rubber seal in between and the rubber seal over here, one at a time, it soaks with the oil and just lose its capabilities to hold properly in place and holds all the angles. That's why reason number 1 to get rid of this failing part, as Resonator is the known failure point on the Sprinter van. The reason number 2 to get this part out is that it can fail anytime during the load when you're going to travel in the pass, you're going to travel towing something. This guy gonna hear pop up, and it can happen anytime, any day during your trip. So the reason number 2, just to get rid of the most failing part and unexpected repair during your trip, is to swap to aluminum part. Reason number 3 is we're eliminated those multiple points where oil can leak. As usual, Mercedes sells this gasket, doesn't sell this gasket. So you need to replace the entire part in order to get rid of the leaks. And a lot of people can't even notice that it's leaking here down below on the galley, because it just accumulates all the oil here. Some of the oil travels to the injector holes, and then it slowly drips behind the turbocharger and leaks between the engine and transmission. We didn't perform yet the dyno testing, so I don't have any specific numbers for you to prove my words, but I can only share the experience of the owners who already swapped the aluminum pipe, the Resonator delete kit. All of them, nearly all people, are reporting much better throttle response and elimination of the turbo lag. And no wonder, because if you can see 2 parts together, this is the size of this thing is 3x5. This is the chamber where the compressed air expands here, right? And this is the straight pipe. There's no any additional chambers, and air travels, compressed air travels right away when you press gas, and has instant response right away. So besides the reliability, like I told before, the reasons with the reliability, you're getting much better throttle response. You eliminated the turbo lag. I call it mechanical pedal box. With those devices that they sell, electronic ones, you have a mechanical 100% bulletproof instant throttle delivery. And I guarantee you that you will notice the difference right away. If you will not notice the difference, we'll give you the money back and take the resonator back. Also, besides the getting rid of the failing part and getting the performance changes, you're just having a peace of mind, and that's the last reason. You just feel safe having that part, that you get rid of one of the common failing points in your Sprinter van, and your trip will not be interrupted by this $120 value part, because once getting the aluminum part, the aluminum straight pipe, it will not get anywhere. And having a peace of mind during the traveling with your family somewhere in the middle of nowhere in the mountains, it's a big deal, because something going to happen with that plastic resonator somewhere in a pass, and you will be stranded. That's going to be thousands and thousands in expenses, and towing, hotels, repairs, and so on and so on. It's better be safe than sorry. That's the same thing I'm telling you when we're talking about the ignition switch protection modules and the CPC modules. You're just getting protect, and you eliminate the potential failure points, risk points. So I also prepared few answers about the commonly asked questions about the resonator. Let's start with them. Get your 5 reasons, and that's the upgrade that definitely worth every cent and every penny. We'll start answering the questions. I just specifically got paper here, all the commonly asked questions, people sending us emails and texts about the resonator, and the most commonly asked question is, why do I need this? The resonator will fail on every Sprinter anyways, 100%. It's just a matter of time. In some cases it could be once in 50,000, in some cases it could be once in 100,000, but it will fail 100%. So it's just a matter of time. The second question, why is it so expensive? Yes, I understand the concerns that piece of aluminum pipe could cost $500. It could be expensive, I understand that, but we need to talk about the technology, how it's made. It's not a cast aluminum part. It's not mass produced. It's only produced in a small batches for a pre-order only, and it's a 3D printed technology nowadays. It wouldn't be possible like a year ago or 2 years ago. Nowadays we can print anything with aluminum, any part, and this is it. That's why the price is a little bit higher than I would want to. But the good news is that we're actually working on a cast aluminum part, and this is the cast aluminum part. It's much cheaper because it's produced in thousands, and we're actively working with the projecting getting first samples by the end of August. We'll have the first cast aluminum pipes in the future, and that will make that part much more affordable than now. But again, yes, this plastic part brand new one is like 120, 110, whatever. But if it's going to fail somewhere, like I said previously, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, it's going to be much more expensive to fix that than $549 what we're asking for this part. So comparing investment for your safety and reliability, they're just uncomparable. Okay, the third question is, what are the actual benefits? Well, yeah, like I said, besides the getting better throttle response and the performance response, you're getting rid of the failing part. Will it void the warranty? In most cases, it will not void the warranty, but because this is just a mechanical replacement part, it's not an electronic part, you're not changing literally anything, you're just getting rid of the plastic thing. 654, the newest engine, 651, the previous engine, 656, the European engine, none of them has that part. None of them has that part. It's a straight aluminum part in all of them. Why Mercedes decided to put it here, it's just unknown. Same as the weak PCV valve and many other things. What about the emissions? This upgrade does not interfere with your emission. It will not change anything related to emission, to EGR, DPF, DF, swirl motors, catalytic converters, or anything. The ECU does not need to be reprogrammed. It's a complete swap, plug and play, very mechanically DIY friendly, and with just a basic mechanical skills and simple tools, you can get it done very quickly, like, I don't know, 20 minutes or even less. Okay, these were the most commonly asked questions, and I will share just a few things about our future plans and the things that we're working right now in development. So besides the Resonator part, the future cast aluminum production, like I said before, we're actively working on developing better PCV ventilation system, meaning that we're developing Sprinter related plug and play DIY friendly catch can that we will sell the entire package. The catch can system will be already implemented in the new PCV valves. You will be getting the new PCV valve with all the hoses, with the aluminum catch can with a separator inside, where you can see the level of the oil inside and drain it pretty easily and quickly. Most likely there will be somewhere over here or maybe over there. I'm not sure yet. We're still working on it, but it's going to be a Sprinter design for both NCV3 and VS30 Sprinter vents. Professionally designed, engineered can catch system. Because once we'll get that oil outside the out of the intake system, we're basically protecting our intake manifolds. The carbon buildup will not be happening anymore, and you're just taking that oil out of the system, protecting all the rubber seals, including the plastic resonator. If you still can keep the plastic resonator, it's going to prolong the life of the resonator, plus intercooler seals, all the throttle body seals, and all other rubber seals that get soaked with the oil during the engine operation. If you have any questions, feel free to reach me directly or just send an email, customer@sprinterarmor.com. In the meantime, if you would like to pre-order those pipes, you can get it done on our website. It's sprinterarmor.com, and we will offer 10% special promotion for everybody who's going to watch this video. Use code ARMOR10 for a 10% discount getting this beautiful part. Stay tuned, safe travels, see you on the road.